fellow Gaians, I am the Nerl and this is Building Gaia. Today we are going to be talking about stuff and other stuff, and we are down in the mines. I thought I'd show you this and explain where the hell did you spawn? And explain to you what's been going on and why is this episode so late. Uh, Here I am showing you my mining style. I am mining at Y7 at the feet and mining then all the way up, speed mining, so you can see this is kinda, yeah. But, but yeah, it's a great way to get lots of diamond. Lots of diamonds, and here, actually, I just mined all this stone and picked this up, and here are the ores that I've been getting so far. So you can see a stack of diamond ore here, lots of gold, some lapis, and some dirt and whatnot. I've been getting into lots of lava lakes here. It's very hot down here. But why am I so late, do you ask? Well, stuff's been going on, and I'd like to share it with you while we get ourselves sorted and keep working on the wall. Now, first things first, I just about got a job finally. This may not sound like much, but I am in Portugal and the unemployment rate here is at 25%, 26 now, and the unemployment rate for people my age is at 48%. So it is a very big deal that I finally got a job. And it's actually, I will be replacing a friend of mine, which she got, who got pregnant. She just got pregnant, and I will be replacing her. And I know for a fact that her company, she works in a public company. It is public, that thing. It's complicated. But she works for the public sector in housing. She works with the Americans would call it the projects, I believe. So she helps manage that, which right now just means she's evicting people. Basically, she's a lawyer, and I am not a lawyer. And I thought I take the opportunity to clear this out. I'm a jurist. I believe I've mentioned that before, but I am not a lawyer. What does this mean? Well, to give you an example, every lawyer is a jurist, but not all jurists are lawyers. I think that explains it. When here, well, I don't think it's not only in Portugal, but the European system. I think it's all basically the same. You get your degree in law, and after that, you can choose a number of professions. I got my degree before because there were 13 possible professions that I would like to do, to exercise. Uh, is the no 13 possible professions for me to do, and uh, not one of them was being a lawyer. I did not get my degree to be a lawyer, especially because it would require lots more years of study and of spending money, and my family really couldn't afford that, and I quite honestly didn't have the patience to. I need to make some money, and my main purpose with this degree was to go into the the judiciary police, as we call it here. It's what example could I give that everybody would understand? It's a detective. Yeah, it's the detective role, basically. Hey, CSI. It's the role that the guy with the sunglasses and thing that guy does. For Horatio, it's Horatio's profession, Horatio Kane, which it's very cool, and you really need a degree to do that. And I was very interested in the violent crime aspect. I may be building myself into a corner here. I was very interested in the violent crime, so it's probably not going to happen because there's an age limit to do that, to get into that line of work. It's 31, and I'm already 28, so that's probably not gonna happen, unfortunately, which is a damn shame. It really was my dream, but nobody could expect or could guess what would be happening to this country. Uh, so yeah, I might be getting a job there for a few months at least while she's on maternity leave, and whoops, and that is a huge opportunity for me because I will be one of the lucky, very few who got to practice their line of work with with a contract, a legal contract. And right now, most employment contracts are illegal, uh, and therefore you don't you're not actually putting money into your retirement. It's really my generation's gonna feel this a few years from now. It really will. This is all right. Okay. It really will. But yeah, this is very good news indeed. I am very psyched about this opportunity. Maybe I'll just get rid of this little tower here. Oh, let's go fill that up. Uh, it's a great opportunity, really, and it will it's gonna it will especially be good for me to not only gain experience but also to know people in that line of work. Fortunately, this friend of mine is also a very good friend of her boss. Her boss was is a friend of her family's and has been for quite some time, so I can expect a fairly good work environment there. Excuse me. And after that, uh, well, maybe I'll maybe he'll talk about me if he's happy about my work. He can talk about me to other people in the same line of business, and it's gonna be great. Whoa! What the hell was that? Uh, okay, this has been happening. It hasn't happened like this yet, but I have been creepered so far once. Uh, all right, so where was I getting with this? Yes, as it's funny because I was unemployed since I finished my degree. I had been unemployed. I have been unemployed for 2.5 years, and it's funny that right now, when uh, in within 1 month's time, yeah, within about 1 month, I got two basically offerings with they were connections. But the other job pseudo offering was from my girlfriend's stepfather's son. I have a girlfriend, and that girlfriend has a mother. She also has a father, but she doesn't speak to him, which I understand. He's a and I've never met him, but she's told me about him. Yeah, he's a but her mother and stepfather really liked me. I like them too. They're good folk, simple people, very hardworking, very. It's cool to have in-laws like that. So they her stepfather uh, pressured his son into getting me a job as a security guard. Now, mind you, I don't know what kind of idea you have about the security guard line of work, but at least here in Portugal, security guards don't have weapons. They don't. Okay, security guards don't have weapons, and they don't even interfere directly with security issues. Their only job is to prevent security issues. So uh, make it as a well. It's not pretending there's somebody watching, but it's just watching. It's watching and preventing thefts, fires, floodings, whatever. In my school, my in law when I was in law school, there was a security guard there who was about 60-ish years old, and he was the security guard, which was basically the janitor, but that's just a way of the school. The school has to outsource that job position, and that way they don't have to celebrate a work contract with the person, and they can fire him whenever they want. So basically, his job was being the janitor, and that school did not function without without that man. He was awesome. Anything, any issue whatsoever that happened to be an issue, he was called. And there was one time when he actually met the age limit for his line of work. Oh, my head itches. For his line of work, and the school just panicked, and we all said, this. Every student, every teacher, every employee of that school said, "Well, if Mr. Ferreira was his name, if that man leaves, this place will collapse. Will probably be buried in rubble within a fortnight." So they actually hired him as the school janitor, and then he walked around in a suit, which was pretty cool. We were all used to seeing him in his security guard uniform. It was pretty cool. He seemed to be a very good man, very helpful, and very helpful to the new students. A very good man indeed. So I will basically be doing that, and the advantage of being my girlfriend's boyfriend is that they won't put me in any workplaces that might actually be dangerous. So they'll only put me as there you go, the janitor of wherever. So I have a job position just waiting for me probably next month uh, in my area, in my field of studies. And after that, when that's done, I have another one waiting for me, which is wow, very very cool. So you can imagine how stuff's been like lately. I've had to I have started training for that security guard thing, So that's taken some time. My mother's in town too, so I've had to spend some time with her too. It's been meh. It's been meh. Actually, let's go down there. It's been very meh, so that's why I am so late getting this thing done. Let's not die. Not dead. All right. I'm sure you're probably sick. Oh crap. Okay, you're probably sick of me talking. So I'm gonna see for how long we've been running, and see if it's time to call it quits on today's video. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, everybody, just about time. I'm just gonna finish with another story, and I think I'm gonna start telling you more about what's happening here in my country. Because let's face it, I'm sure you rarely, very rarely, hear about what's happening in Portugal. You've probably, if you've ever had a history lesson, you've probably mentioned the country, but but our days of the country's days of discovering new land have faded for quite some time now. Hmm. Oh, okay. Have faded for quite some time now. So, uh, I'm just gonna tell you this. You've by now you've understood that we are going through a very serious political crisis here, and there is one commentator, well, one television commentator, who is an absolute idiot. He's an idiot. A very respected commentator and politician and lawyer or whatever he is. Uh, and he said he's interviewed all the time. His opinion is highly regarded. He said the other day that real poverty and apparent poverty, or better yet, that real poverty is lower than apparent poverty in Portugal because uh, poor people 50 years ago lived worse than poor people today. Let's stop for a moment and think about this. If that is what tell if that distinction even exists, real poverty and apparent poverty, what the hell is apparent poverty? Uh, if that distinction is really there, then I can safely say that any homeless person today is in much better living conditions than a factory employee in 1870. Yeah, in the year 1870. Uh, so you can see the kind of absolutely ridiculous propaganda that this that's attacking public opinion in this country. It's outrageous and insulting, really. Uh, but yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it a day for today. Let's just plug this up and take a look at boink, at how we're doing. I think I've already mined all the stone I need. So yeah, this part of the wall is done. This is, by the way, it's really big. This is a very big wall, and yes, I have looked at it in default. In the default texture pack, I think it could use a little detail here and there, possibly because these connected textures kind of break up the smoothness of the stone. So a little detail here and there in the main entrance, but nothing. Oh, excuse me. Nothing very serious. Hmm. Yeah, that's looking neat. Here, let's what do you say we take a screenshot? There you go. Yeah, next episode will probably be all done. So, anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Feel free to leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to, too, to see more of Building Gaia. Don't forget, we also have a multiplayer series, the Unnamed Server, very cool too. So, until next time, I have been the Neural, and I hope you have an awesome day.